Welcome to my channel, bringing peace into your life. Today we're going to look at stress and the mental and emotional strain that it causes you. And we're also going to touch on anxiety and worry. So stress is a normal part of life, and actually stress can be very good in some ways and can be a motivator to push you towards a goal or a deadline. And some stress in life is actually very helpful. However, if stress goes on for a long period of time, it can actually be quite detrimental psychologically and emotionally, and also physically, as you can get physical reactions of stress. And then, if stress is too much, it can move into worry and sometimes anxiety, and then anxiety can take hold and become more of an issue and a mental health issue. Now, when people think about stress, they don't always think of the physiological reactions in your body, but stress is really the fight or flight system in our body, and it's how our body reacts to the possibility of danger and the possibility that it may need to react to what's happening to it. So it goes back to sort of like the easiest way to describe it is like caveman days. So you would either be getting ready to run or you'd be getting ready to fight. And what happens is, with our busy lives and the way stress affects us, our body reacts in a physiological way, and we can actually get quite overwhelmed and find things difficult to manage because of that. So when your body is in the fight or flight mode, this anxious, worried, stress mode, what happens is everything in your stomach gets burnt off really quickly. Your blood rushes from your stomach to your arms and your legs and all your muscles. You can get very achy, feel very sore, sort of like you've got the flu, and then you can feel quite queasy and sick, which then makes you feel very lethargic. What happens when this is happening to your body is that really you need to be fueling your body every couple of hours, eating something every couple of hours so that it pushes away that physical reaction. Also, when your body is in that mode, you can get very dehydrated very quickly. Your body overheats. You might feel very sweaty, stressed, really kind of overwhelmed. And it's quite important to keep yourself well hydrated when that happens if you're having that type of reaction. And when you are having that type of reaction and you're very stressed and anxious, it's really important to avoid caffeine. If you drink caffeine either through tea, coffee, or fizzy drinks, it's really like turning up the volume on your anxiety and can really cause more problems. And it can make you worry and feel quite anxious and a bit jittery as well if you're not actually eating something because you feel queasy. So it's something that's really, really important to look at if you feel stressed, anxious, and worried. That if you can change some of these things dietary wise, that might actually alleviate some of the symptoms and it can actually help quite quickly. What over the years when I have been working as a counsellor and also doing some work on myself, some personal self-care, I have noticed that there is quite a few things really help me and has helped a lot of my clients. So one thing I would like to start by talking about is journaling. So journaling can be very, very helpful. You can write down when things are difficult, when things are going well, and you can also either look back on it or just once you've written it in your journal, just move forward. So what journaling does is it helps you purge the thoughts out of your head. So if you're really overthinking, over worrying, finding it difficult to switch off, it's really, really helpful to get your thoughts on paper. It can also help you if you're not sure how you're feeling, but you are struggling, because what happens is when you start writing things down, it can actually make you think about what's happening and how you're feeling, and also clarify maybe where that's coming from and what you need to look at in order to help you. So journaling can be very, very helpful. What I suggest to my clients is that you pick a journal that you find that you are drawn to and that you would want to pick up. So that could be your favourite colour, it could be a pattern that you like, or you could actually buy a plain notebook and actually decorate it or cover it with some paper. But it's about using something for you, something that you're drawn to and that you will be helped by. Also, some people like to use a specific pen for their journal. They might like to write in a different colour ink in your journal, and that it's about finding what's right for you and what works for you. But journaling can be extremely helpful. What I would suggest when I'm talking to people about this is it can be very difficult when you're stressed and anxious and when you're worrying, overthinking, ruminating on things, thinking, what if I should have done this differently? I could have done that. And really question yourself and your ability. And it can be quite easy to move into the negative and have a negative slant on things. I think it's quite important when you are going through a period of time like that you write a list of positive things in your life, things that you are proud of about yourself, things that you've achieved that you're really happy about, and that you feel that they are positive things about you and about your life, and that you have managed to achieve and do in your life. And if you do that, quite often I will tell clients to write a list at the back of their journal. So if you're having a really difficult day, if you're feeling quite negative or down on yourself, you can read that list and really boost yourself. And that's something that I would suggest is quite helpful. Also, journaling can be very, very useful if you do it daily, but you can do it just whenever you feel like it. Some people actually keep their journal beside their bed because they find it difficult to sleep. If you are finding it difficult to sleep, it's quite good to write down how you're feeling before you go to bed. If you quite often worry about missing things, forgetting things, making a list of maybe things that you need to do the next day or things that you want to tackle, and also just getting thoughts out of your head so that you can clear your mind before you sleep. Also, people who wake up in the middle of the night with overthinking and struggling, quite often they will write in their journal during the night just to get a little bit of peace from that and be able to relax and de-stress enough to be able to have some sleep. So I would suggest if that's an issue that you're having, that you try that. Also, when you are going through a very negative period where you find it very difficult to be positive, I found for myself and my clients that it does help if you talk to someone that you trust and that you love and that you value their opinions. If you ask them what they think of you, what they value about you, what they love about you, that can be very, very helpful. And what you can do is you can keep a list of what the person said, or if they can write it down for you, then you can keep that as well. And it's very difficult to question what that person said because it's coming from them. It's coming from external from yourself and not internal. Quite often when we're stressed and anxious and worried, we internalize all of that. We internalize the negativity of all of that and the overwhelm. And we can be very down on ourselves and talk about ourselves in very negative ways. Negative self-talk is very, very difficult. So if you have words from someone that you love and trust and value, and you can then look at those words and see how they see you, how they value you, what they see in you, what potential they see in you, that can be very, very helpful so that you're not beating yourself up about what's going on and how you're feeling. And I find that that can be quite helpful if you talk to someone about doing that. I've found it helpful with my clients, but I've also found it helpful for myself, talking to people that I know, that I value, that I trust, about how they see me, the things that I don't see about myself, the things that I don't necessarily value about myself, or the things that I don't recognise that are positive. And that can be very good to help you build your self-esteem and your confidence. So what I would suggest is have a try at journaling, see if it fits for you. This is a journey and it's about finding what works for you to help you with your stress and anxiety and the worry that comes from that. And I will be doing some more videos on this about self-esteem, building your confidence. I'll also be doing some videos about nature and the value of that, and really about believing in yourself. So I hope to see you in the next video. I hope this has helped. If it has, please comment below. Tell me your stories. Let's build a community here where people can share what they found this helped for them and how they felt this video helped them. So please do that. Come back and watch the other videos that I have, and hopefully I'll see you with the next video. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.